America's pastime is, was, and always will be shooting.
Hello everyone, Finn and Flask here. So, it's been a while since I posted a video, and I think I'd give you an update about what's been going on with me. So, it's been kind of a hectic time for me over the past couple months. I had a couple things not really go all that great for me, and I'll get into that a little bit. So, well, the biggest thing that happened was at my camp. I had a major disaster up there. There was a storm right around Christmas. There was a rainstorm up there, and it completely washed out my road. It's a 2-mile long road, and it's really bad. I actually made a video about the road on my fly fishing channel basically right as soon as it happened. And I have a video, and I'm gonna actually pop that clip right in here so you can check it out if you want. Today I have a little bit of a different video for you. As some of you may know, there was a massive storm the Monday before Christmas in 2023, and the area in which I have my camp is a total devastation zone. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what was going on in my area. The brook that runs through my property massively overflowed, and it actually took out a few cars, and here is one of them. It also did some significant damage to the hardball roads in the area.
Hey Chris, why don't you walk right up to the road? Show how deep it is. He's about a 6-foot guy.
My camp is 2 miles up a private dirt road, and here is the landing. Look at this.
Body. You feel different? Well, I'm not too thrilled about it.
How credible are those witnesses? People were very superstitious. People remain superstitious in a lot of uneducated cultures. Like, are the superstitions based in just like...
Look at how deep this is. It comes up to like my breast. Isn't it wild? All right, it's good.
Wood. Pretty well built, huh?
Could be worse, huh?
It's tall. Looks like you could crawl in there. It goes underneath this.
Oh yeah, it goes that way too.
This is just a neat little thing I'm throwing in there. It's a colonial foundation from like the 1700s. I thought this would be pretty cool to put in here. The first couple hundred yards of the road are completely shot, but it gets nice and clear for a long ways, and then towards the end, there was a plugged culvert that caused all this damage.
Talking to this guy, his name is Joe Hawk, and he is in,
I like having mine.
yeah,
I think mine's 617. I think that that's not actually that easy to get.
no, someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was fortunate in that he went to do it. So,
The whole point of this trip was to check out if my camp made it without any severe damage. I had a couple little roof leaks, but it was no big deal. I also have a little pond on the property, and I was a little concerned that the dam blew, but it made it. After checking out the camp, we just decided to hike on out, and I got to start formulating plans for next season. Looks like it's going to be a rough start. So, if you'd like to help me out with it, I really appreciate it. I set up a GoFundMe, and if you wanna put money into it, I'd appreciate it. Or if you want to support me by other means, I'm actually opening up my eBay shop finally, and I'm gonna have some horns in there, and I'm gonna have miscellaneous muzzle loading accessories. Like, I just made this horn right here, and I'm very proud of it, and it's gonna go up for sale. I weathered it and stuff like that. and it's gonna go for sale. I have a couple other horns that I'm putting up as well, and my eBay store name is Finn_and_flask, just like most of them are. So Finn and Flask, I'd appreciate that. And I'm selling stuff like loading blocks right there. I hate to ask you guys for money, but it's one of those things like, well, if I can get a little help from people, it'd be great. I'm going to put a link to the GoFundMe in the video description. And if you're just not happy with the idea of just giving some random guy on the internet some money, I am going to have stuff in my eBay shop, and I'm going to put a link to my page in there too, and you'll get something for it. Also, right before Christmas, I did a nice little road trip with one of my friends. We went out to California. I flew in to San Francisco, and he got his hunting dog back from the trainer, and we drove from San Francisco all the way down back to Texas. And I'll put a couple clips in there from that trip. It was actually really fun. But when we got back to Texas, we were planning on hunting, but it really didn't pan out. So I ended up not having any hunts down in Texas for this season, which I'm a little bummed out about because I really enjoy hunting Texas. But better luck next year. Hopefully it'll happen next year. So we had to pick up his dog, Monza, which is a nice hunting lab. And then we drove all the way to Texas. This is in Arizona, early in the morning. We drove through Southern California, and I got to see some of the places that I was at when I was in the Marine Corps, and that was very enjoyable. Along the way, there were some pretty interesting roadside attractions, and we saw this one that was advertising for miles and miles, and it was, come see the thing, come see the thing. So I'm going to show you guys the thing. This is what they called the thing. Some kind of weird thing. That's what it is. So other things I've been doing is I have my wood shop, and I've basically put a lot of effort into utilizing my shop more efficiently, because it was a shop that my great-grandfather made, and a lot of the stuff that we use today for tools didn't really fit in there and stuff like that. So I reset up my lathe, which I've been so happy to have. I really enjoy turning, and it's been great to me to have that lathe back up and operational. But I'm going to show you some stuff about what I've been doing in the shop right here. So I have a couple clips of the stuff I did in there, and I'm going to insert them now. I built this top for my table saw as a workspace with carpet on it so it doesn't scratch anything. I've also built, this coffee table. I built a bed for my planer to help with snipe when I'm making stuff. Did some new wood storage around. I set up my lathe, which I'm very happy about. Moved my bandsaw over here, set up a sanding station. Did another sanding station over here so I can keep my sanding stuff here. This is my horn station. This one's gonna be up for sale on eBay. I gotta do a little work to this horn. This horn's gonna be for sale on eBay soon. It's just sawdust on there. This is my horn station. I got all my stuff here to work on horns. So in previous updates, I've talked about me opening up a cooking channel, because early on I was putting cooking videos on here and they weren't really doing anything. And I've been scrolling away videos over the past year or so onto a channel that I've been just putting videos in and waiting to edit them and basically make it public. So I'm gonna open that up now, and it's gonna be Finn and Flask Cooking. and you should check it out. I do a lot of stuff with game. It's pretty much only game and seafood stuff, because I do go to the beach quite often in the summer, and I go clamming and go crabbing and stuff like that. So I'm going to do some cooking with that kind of stuff, and it'll be like a little bit, sometimes it'll be just straight up cooking recipes, and other times it'll be like a little adventure of me going to get stuff and doing some clamming or doing some crabbing or going meat fishing for like sea bass and stuff like that with my family. So with me opening up the cooking channel and me having worked a whole bunch in my shop, I'm opening up probably going to do an Etsy shop, but right now I'm putting stuff up on Facebook. But I'm making like nice deluxe cutting boards and charcuterie boards and other miscellaneous cooking utensils. I'm going to put a little slot in each of my cooking videos to advertise my cooking supplies. So I'll talk a little bit about the last hunting season. This past hunting season was not very good overall. The bird numbers just weren't there, and I didn't get to spend much time hunting Massachusetts for deer. I did go out once or twice, and I had nothing going on when I went out. But the bird numbers were very bad this year because the entire spring was just so wet, and the birds, like, they double clutched, but still a lot of them ended up dying off too. And some of the birds that you got were very small. So the hunting season just kind of stunk this year, which was a real bummer because the last couple of years have been really good. I'm also going to be working on some more of my Mastering the Basics videos. Like I said before, I'm actually going to take them down. I got to improve the audio quality on them. That's one of the reasons why I'm wearing these AirPods, because they have a much better microphone than just doing stuff through there. Just through an ambient mic. So it should sound a lot better. I did a couple tests before I started filming today, and they seem to be working all right. So I'm going to re-edit those. I'm going to try to improve the sound quality on them. I should be able to do that in editing. Basically just make everything a little louder. And hopefully that'll be better. And I'm also going to put an advertisement for my eBay store, because I'm going to be doing like muzzleloading stuff on eBay, and I'm going to be doing like cooking and miscellaneous carpentry projects on my Etsy. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of what's going on right now in the immediate future. So I am planning on starting to make more videos again, and I'm going to probably end up doing some videos of me with the Mastering the Basics series. I got a couple ideas for a few more videos, which I'm going to do. Then I'm going to probably end up doing some shop stuff, because I actually want to show making horns like this. So I'm probably going to do another couple horn videos. I actually just got to order more horn because I'm out of horn. But this style right here, it's just like, oh, it's so beautiful. And like this tip is turned from antler from one of my friends. My friend, down in Texas shoots a lot of deer, and he gave me a couple racks. So I turned the tip from one of the deer he shot, which is really nice. And I'm actually going down to Florida relatively soon, so I'm going to be doing a Florida video. That's going to probably be on the cooking channel, and I might do some fly fishing too as well. So I'm probably going to do some fly fishing videos, and I'm going to do some just meat fishing. I have been talking for a while about doing some more videos, like experimental stuff, like doing like cap and ball stuff, and doing more stuff with muzzleloading shotguns. I started doing some of those muzzleloading shot pattern testings, and I did that last summer, and I didn't really care for the way how they came out. So I'm probably going to end up taking those down and doing those again. But I'm probably going to do that when it gets warm. I'm probably going to do it pre-turkey season. And this year, I definitely want to get more turkey hunting in. So turkey hunting is going to be a priority for me for this year. So like I said, I have a few things going on here. I'm going to put links to the new cooking channel in the description. I'm going to put links to the GoFundMe for my road relief. The estimate's for around $40,000, but there's a couple other owners in there that are going to be helping do it. So it's like a real disaster for me. And I'm going to put a link to the Etsy shop too. I really appreciate you supporting me there as well. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time. And, well, I'm hoping to get another video up for next weekend. And have a great day.